Hello my friend, and welcome to today's session on the Thrive 5 Daily Mobility Series. It is a full body session, and boy is it a zinger. We're going to be kicking things off today with the windmill. Now that is worth mentioning on a pedestal because we've been doing so much groundwork to get you confident, moving through the hips, rotating through the spine, and supporting load in those shoulders. So you may well have done these with me before or anywhere else, but hopefully if you have been joining me every single day, and if not, why not, you will have seen your progress take shape here. So with that in mind, you are going to need access to some weight here today. That could be a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I love using the kettlebell because you get such great feedback from it. We're going to be doing this 45 seconds per side. So get yourself your weight. Again, if you're new to loading this, be conservative if you have a weight selection. Okay. Now what we're going to have, our feet are just outside my hip width here. Say if I'm holding it in one hand, the main thing I want you to pay attention to is the fact that we turn the toes slightly away from whichever arm we are working. That allows us then to sit back that direction. I'm letting my knees flex, and then I just trace my arm down on the inside of the leg there. Okay, you don't have to touch the floor. You could be anywhere from here to here, as long as you keep your eyes on the prize and stabilize that weight overhead. So, shall we get to it? Very exciting. We're gonna get 45 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna get my weight up and overhead. Keep my eyes on it, and we're heading on down. Almost there, my friend. Coming into your last rep here. Fantastic. What a hero you are for completing that set. Huge. If that's the first time you've had a tackle of an intimidating exercise like the windmill, but we've still got the other side to do. Okay, so I'm gonna get my bell up, turn the feet to the other side, and take care of business. All right, I'm gonna get that clock on, 45 seconds. And let's get to biz. And that's gonna do it for our loaded movement for the day. Well done. Alrighty, we're gonna come down to the floor. Lovely. Good energy down here. We're gonna be looking at this seated butterfly. Now this is targeting the adductors on the inside of the groin there. What I want you to do, have your feet together, and wherever your knees naturally fall to, that's where I want us to start. We're gonna be self-loading this with our forearms, okay, in and out of this sort of end range pulse. This is gonna be a 60-second window. Again, you may have seen me do these with dumbbells before. That can also be a really great way of progressively loading this, so another tool in the box. But otherwise, this is also a way that you can load it just yourself. So, join me down here, 60 seconds on. What I want you to do, place your hands on your lower leg there and your elbows on your knees. And then I want us to sink down and forward, pressing just an appropriate amount of tension into those knees, stretching, and coming back on up. Pressing down, reaching forward, stretching a little bit deeper, working a little bit harder, and coming back on up. Bring that a little bit deeper, good. I like to apply a bit of tension into the elbows as I'm coming upwards there. That can be a nice touch. And And then actively pulling the knees towards the floor as I'm driving the elbows into them. And that's going to do it right there for those butterfly pulses. Oh, I love that one. So good. All right, next up, we're going to come into and indeed finish with this hamstring this Spider-Man. So this hip to hamstring stretch there. Okay. So we're going to be down into that awful familiar Spider-Man pose. Okay, but this time we're going to be then into a standing hamstring stretch. So a little bit more demanding. Okay. This is going to be for 60 seconds of alternating work. So I'm up on my hands, stepping through there. I'm going to take one hand to the outside of that foot, a little bit different there, and then pressing into an intense hamstring stretch. Okay, just go as straight there as you can manage before dropping back down, hands in, and hit the other side. Step, cross the hand, press to the sky, back down, inside, and repeat. And that's going to do it for the entirety of that full body session. Well done there. I hope you enjoyed the challenge of today and you can really see your progress manifesting across those moves. I'm going to see you tomorrow for a specialist session where we're going to be digging back into some ankle drills. Thank you very much for joining me today and enjoy the rest of your day.